Are you finding yourself feeling utterly lonely this holiday season? Even surrounded by decorations, sparkling lights, and endless holiday cheer? Despite what social media and movies want us to believe, it's completely normal to feel a pang of holiday loneliness. Sometimes it even hurts like a punch in the gut. But what if you could hack your brain to not just survive but actually thrive in these moments? Stick around, because today we'll dive into 7 insane brain hacks to turn down the volume on holiday loneliness, backed straight by science. If you're ready to transform your mindset and arm yourself with powerful, practical tools for mental health, hit the subscribe button and ring that bell now. You'll never miss a Growth Mindset Project episode, and trust me, you'll want to keep these brain hacks in your toolkit. Let's pull back the curtain for a second. Holiday loneliness isn't just in your head. In fact, your brain processes the pain of isolation using the same neural pathways it uses for physical pain. So when you feel left out during the holidays, scrolling past flawless family reunions and perfect dinners, your body is reacting to actual distress. You're not broken. You're responding to a genuine biological signal. But why does holiday loneliness sting more than any other time of year? It boils down to something called the expectation versus reality gap. The wide, sometimes painful space between the holiday magic we're told to anticipate and what we actually experience. Picture this. You're expecting the kind of warm, cinematic connection you'd see in a classic holiday movie, but real life just doesn't deliver. Your brain logs this as an error, setting off a pain signal. Add in all the holiday pressure to be ecstatic, joyful, and surrounded by loved ones, and that pain signal only gets louder. There are 3 big reasons why loneliness can intensify during the holidays. First, comparison bias. Our brains are wired to compare our lives to what others display, especially on social media. When everyone else seems to be enjoying magical moments, it can make us feel like we're on the outside looking in. This triggers the same social pain network as being excluded from an actual tribe. Second, routine disruption. Holidays can shake up your daily structure. Work pauses, regular social outlets vanish, even your favorite barista might be off for the week. The loss of routine gives loneliness fertile ground to grow. Third is emotional contagion. When cultural messaging insists everyone should be happy, not feeling that joy brings an extra dose of guilt and stress. Your brain doesn't just feel lonely, it starts to blame you for not being in sync. Under the hood, chronic holiday loneliness has real effects on your mind and body. It raises your stress hormone, cortisol, increases inflammation, and can put your brain into hypervigilance mode, making you preemptively scan for signs of rejection, even when none exist. It feeds a feedback loop. The lonelier you feel, the more you withdraw, and the more you withdraw, the harder it is to reconnect, reshaping your brain to find less joy in social situations. You might even be surrounded by people at a holiday event and find that you feel nothing. Your reward pathways are muted. Over time, your brain can even begin to shrink areas like the hippocampus, making learning and memory harder and creating even higher barriers to reconnecting. But here's the good news. You can hack the brain mechanics of holiday loneliness and switch from simply coping to actively rewiring your experience. Let's get to these 7 insane brain hacks. Brain hack number 1. Reframe your expectations. Remember, it's your brain's prediction error that triggers the crash. When you expect perfect connection and get silence, your neural circuits fire off pain signals. You can target this by consciously setting realistic expectations in advance. Before a social event, or even before a quiet solitary day, write down one achievable goal for connection. Something like, I'll have a 5-minute chat with someone, or I'll text one friend. Lowering the bar prevents the dopamine crash and gives your brain a win. Brain hack number 2, microdose connection. Don't shoot for an all-day party. Instead, plan one tiny act of connection. A short phone call, a brief chat with a neighbor, even just sitting in a coffee shop around strangers. Even brief interactions can trigger oxytocin, the bonding hormone that tells your brain connection is still possible. Every instance is a small, vital reminder for your nervous system that it's not really isolated. Brain hack number 3. Delete your digital comparison triggers. Your feed is not your friend during the holidays. Mute those highlight reels, block or hide apps for 48 hours, and give your brain a break from impossible standards. Shutting down this fuel source for comparison allows you to reshape happiness on your own terms rather than measuring yourself against a fantasy. Brain hack number 4. Use sensory grounding. Find one scent or sound that brings you back to safety and familiarity. It might be a childhood album or a favorite candle. Smell and memory are deeply connected, and activating those pathways can calm your limbic system, the part of your brain responsible for emotion. Every time you engage that sense in a soothing way, your brain learns to associate it with calm and control. If any of these tips are sparking aha moments, or you have brain hacks of your own for tackling holiday loneliness, smash that like button and drop a comment below. Let's build a whole toolbox for the community. Your advice might help someone else out there right now. Brain hack number 5. Plan solo rituals. Choose to own your alone time. When you schedule an activity for yourself, a challenging hike, a puzzle, or preparing a complicated meal, you flip the script. Instead of experiencing imposed loneliness, you practice intentional solitude, which can generate dopamine and endorphins, the same sweet brain chemistry that makes social bonding rewarding. You teach your brain that meaning doesn't depend solely on others, but also on engaging with yourself. Brain hack number 6. Protect one absurd routine. The holidays can be chaotic and unpredictable, so cling fiercely to a single, simple habit. Maybe it's your morning coffee at 7 a.m. or writing a few lines in your journal each night. When everything else is up in the air, that one rock-solid habit gives your brain and body a sense of agency and reliability. The predictability helps reduce anxiety and provides a stable anchor when other routines are thrown off. And here's a pro move. Consider journaling, a practice proven to enhance self-awareness, squash negative thoughts, and cement positive habits. Maybe try a guided journal for a little extra support through the holidays. Brain hack number 7. Reach out first. Before an event or gathering, be the person who reaches out. Send a message or a quick, looking forward to seeing you. Even a text to an old friend you've been thinking about can trigger positive brain circuitry. By acting first, you interrupt your brain's anticipation of rejection and remind yourself that you have agency in creating connection. More often than not, people respond with warmth, which helps to override patterns of withdrawal and isolation. If you haven't yet, make sure to subscribe, click the bell, and give this video a like. Small actions that mean a lot in our community, and make sure you're notified with every fresh mindset boost. Remember, holiday loneliness isn't a personal shortcoming. It's your brain signaling you need connection. By reframing expectations, microdosing social contact, taking control of your digital and sensory landscape, and keeping just one simple routine, you teach your mind to calm its alarms and experience moments of joy, even amid solitude. Each hack builds a stronger, more resilient brain. Ready for more science-backed mindset upgrades? Watch our next video right now and hit that notification bell so you never miss an episode from the Growth Mindset Project. Your journey to resilience starts here.